Friends, tonight I want to do a little testimonial about this product a guy sent me. His name was Russell Reed, so Russell's one of the developers of this stuff called StringTone. That's it. I don't do a whole lot of product reviews anymore unless it's something I really do like. And I'm pretty much digging this stuff. So this is a lubricant and treatment for all things on your guitar. And when Russell told me about it, I was kind of in disbelief about that it would really do what it says it does. But I'll be darned if I've not been spraying this stuff on some problematic guitars I have, guitars that stick a little bit in places that have friction problems. And it seems to be doing a great job. The one thing it claims to do that I've not been able to substantiate exactly, because this is a hard thing for me to figure out even how to do it, is it says it improves upper harmonics, note sustain, and dynamic range tone of your strings. I can't say that. But here's what I do think it does. It increases string flexibility and action, conditions the bridge, nut, tremolo, however you want to say it, springs, and tuners. And it is, like I say, this is one of my favorite Strats that I own. There are some friction points. This string tree here, the nut is a good nut, but still I get a little bit of stickage, the kind of strings that I use. The springs in the back of this, it's not been what I would say a really dependable tremolo system, but I've been playing this thing hard all night. And I've been getting pretty hard on the tremolo too. And I may have knocked it a little bit out, but not nearly what I've dealt with in the past. And so what did I do? Well, I even took the back off this. I sprayed the strings. I sprayed the bridge. I sprayed the nut. I actually loosened the strings and pulled the strings aside so I could spray in there really good. And then I did do a treatment of the strings. Now, I've not been spraying on the neck like that, right? I've been spraying a little bit onto this kind of something like this, and then just going across the strings with it. And here's what I want to say is, in the past, years ago, there used to be like a string slickener or something you could use. Maybe you guys remember back in the old days, had kind of a little weird brush on it, and you brush your strings with it, and it would make your fretboard feel really greasy and kind of slimy. And I mean, you could slide your fingers all over the place on it, and it left a residue on the strings. And I did not much like that stuff. And I do like to slide around a lot. I do a lot of slides rather than bends a lot of times. And these strings have been on this guitar for, maybe 3-4 months. And right now they look almost like brand new. I mean, I've been, every time I've been playing it, I've been rubbing this stuff on there. And it plays, it's hard for me to quantify, I guess, how something feels in a video. You know, you have to actually tactually feel it. I don't know what the word is. At any rate, tactilely feel it, I guess. And this seems to make things stay in tune better. I have a guitar. I don't think I've ever featured it in a video. Let me show it to you right quick. So this guitar I've just switched to. If you ever saw the movie Back to the Future, and Marty McFly is he's trying out for a dance, his band is, and he's playing in front of Huey Lewis. He plays a guitar like this. This is a 1986 Ibanez Roadstar, which is what I used to play when I was more into like hair metal and stuff like that, and a long time ago. The guitar is very problematic because, again, it has lots of friction points. This is a very old school licensed under Floyd Rose. It's not really a fully patented one. You remember when this came out, but this is one of the guitars you could really do a good dive bomb on back in the days. But it has like a metal nut up here that you have to screw these things down onto. You got this weird kind of string tree here. Tuners are great. This is an awesome guitar, but I always had trouble keeping it in tune. And so I've used this stuff. I sprayed the bridge. Again, I sprayed the springs inside. I sprayed the nut, of course. Loosened all the strings again. I sprayed the tuners on this one. Basically everything in the string path with this stuff. And again, I treated the strings, and so these are new strings. And everything seems to be working better than it has in years. I've never done anything demo this guitar because I was afraid of like dive bombing on it and things going out of tune. And it seems to be playing just like it did when I bought it back in 1986. So I am digging what I think this thing's doing. I have also put it on this Duosonic behind me here, which I don't know if you can see that. I have a little Squire Duosonic. Doesn't have the best nut on it, but plays great, sounds great. The thing I like the way it makes the strings feel. No greasiness, no weird residue or anything like that. If you want to get into hard to reach places, it does come with one of these little things that you can stick on there and get down into strange points or tight little points. Russell told me that spraying this on your guitar will not hurt the wood at all, and it's not graphite based at all. I would say that is absolutely true, because any fretboard that I've been rubbing this on to condition the strings, it seems to make the fretboards look better. It honestly seems to enhance the wood. It's almost like a fretboard conditioner too. I don't know how much this stuff costs. I got it for free, but I do like it. I told him I'd give him my honest review. And like I said, I can't substantiate the fact that he says it changes the tone of your string. But it does says it treats the core of the string to restore, condition, and protect coated, non-coated metal and synthetic. And synthetic what? And synthetic parts? I don't know. I do think it does everything on here, but I don't know how I'm going to test the brightness and everything. Basically what you do, you just shake it up, you apply it, and I follow the instructions on here. I was going to tell you what's in it, since it does not have a graphite base. I was going to see if I could find where it says. Somewhere here it does. N-hexane, it says CAS 110-54-3. Petroleum gases, don't know what that is exactly. Liquefied sweetened petroleum gases, I guess. CAS 68476-86-6. It is flammable. You don't want to be shooting this around a flame. It does have those warnings on the front there. But this is the product, and I do like it. I'm using it on, I think, probably all my guitars going forward, and particularly on the nut and around the bridge, and particularly guitars that have tremolo systems on them. And so great job, guys. Check it out. I'm going to put their website on there, and then you can go and see if you like it yourself. 7 fluid ounces in there. And so I don't know how long this would last. I imagine a long time. I've applied it to 4 guitars so far, multiple applications, and it doesn't even feel like I've taken anything out of it. So anyway, good product. Peace to all who watch. Subscribe to the channel if you like.